First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Detroit Lions. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. First carry for DeAndre Swift.
And some room to run now. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Running is Swift.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backwards.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to bring up that big carry again, and instead, it works opposite.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. First down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, here's Stafford.
They'll find Swift out of the backfield.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
On 2nd down, Swift.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
DeAndre Swift
with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0.
Makes the score Lions 7, Cardinals nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Catch made at the 25-yard line. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he's got room. Well, he's got daylight. It's a foot race.
Homeboy, you ain't got no feet.
Touchdown, Cardinals.
Touchdown.
A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. And oh, it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball.
Brett Maher is set to kick off.
So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Stafford with a play fake to Swift, and he'll set to throw.
That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
The tackle.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Sliding out of the pocket. He may try and run for this. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
They do go for it. It's Murray. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. After one, a one-point game, 7-6.
With the score, Lions 7, Cardinals 6.
Throwing on first down is Murray. being chased out left. This is caught inside the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one goes for 30 yards.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump-off passes. This guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
Stretch to right there, turned it into a really nice game. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
2nd and a yard.
From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Remember, as they try to run the ball down here, Charles, this is the number 2 rush defense in the league.
So do you accept the challenge up front? Do you get your offensive line together?
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead.
Partner, it wasn't that long ago that when I talk with these NFL coaches about different innovations in the college game, you can see their eyes roll and they just shut down right away. Don't bring me that Joe College stuff. Well, guess what? The college game has definitely infiltrated its way into the NFL.
Yeah, and these guys, when you're seeing the option defensively, you got to stick to your assignments. I know it's cliche. They didn't do it there.
And option football means exactly what you just talked about, assignment football for defenders. And that drives them crazy because you have to think your way through a play as opposed to just reacting and making the play.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit from the same spot again.
We'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
For the Lions. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Detroit Lions.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Throwing again at Stafford. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Trying for Brown. It's intercepted. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
On 2nd and a couple. Murray flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Now Murray off play action. And able to find Kirk complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
A gain of 15. And a Cardinal first down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Forced out to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
Buying time to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The ball popped in the air, intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking up, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Rico Gafford with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability.
His kick.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25. As he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging the offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Stafford. And over at this well upfield across the 45. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. The result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Brown has the first down and much more. And he'll be taken down at the 26. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. False start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield.
Complete to DeAndre.
So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Murray now to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he's good.
Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Recovered by the offense.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory.
He's across midfield.
Well, praise has to go to the guys in the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up fourth.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And this one hits at the one, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here and go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number one was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
And 3 at the 27.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
It's third down and 5.
To throw is Stafford. And that will be incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able
For the Lions.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Baker with a pick. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2.
At the 18-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he rifles one incomplete.
Rico Gafford, the intended target.
And it's third and short.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
3rd and 2, and here's Murray. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
Yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 14-yard line.
Here's Stafford. Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his team has a
great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals turning that interception into a touchdown. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then a running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Out of the gun, Stafford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
On 2nd and 15 now. Stafford, open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
3rd and 7.
From the gun, Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Again, it's another fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Play action. Now it's Murray. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Romeo Okwara in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray. This one caught by Isabella. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
3rd down.
Shotgun now from Murray. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Jamie Collins in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd and 7, Stafford will try and set up the screen to Swift. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Throwing deep for Galladay. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done as you know.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 42. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Come on! Kyler Murray, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Cardinals turning that interception into a touchdown. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
For 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jordan Phillips able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. The Lions on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Now it's Stafford. And that is incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They think like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. First down, Murray. Dancing to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing again. Murray. Steps away to his left. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 22. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Can they get a 4th quarter pick? A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. From the gun, here's Stafford. And that will be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up.
And my goodness, another interception. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. 30.
Showtime today, baby.
And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Stafford here coming off his pick 6. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Stafford. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29. A gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Operating from the gun. Stafford. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Got a man and hits him in stride. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
That's another deep.
Stafford with a play fake to Swift, and he'll set to throw.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Well, it didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
John Brown. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Swift. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. One more time with Swift. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
3rd and goal.
Now a play fake it at Stafford. And that is caught. And they're going to see this one in the end. They get a score. But pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show.
He's taken
we got plenty to catch.
33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Finally be wrestled down at the Lions 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
I'd sure love to offer some advice to the defensive coordinator, but his guys are just getting run over by an offense that's executing like a well-oiled machine.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Cardinals, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another road test next week as they head